Welcome to $0 to $5 million. Did you know that you could scale your business from 0 to 5 million? I want to tell you a true story. When I started in the mortgage and construction industry, you always start from zero, right? Because that's where everybody starts. It levels the playing field, right? So when I started in the construction side of the industry, I was wanting to go from 0 to $5 million. And that meant I wanted to be able to make $5 million in my second year of being in construction. And so I set out a plan. I developed a playbook on how to go from 0 to $5 million. Now, what I did also is I was able to develop a playbook not only for builders, but I was able to develop a playbook for real estate investors that wanted to start flipping houses. And we call that flipping. If you want to learn how to do that, we have a playbook for that, a playbook on how to become a general contractor. Because many of you know, if you're in the construction world or construction industry or even the real estate industry, somebody has to be the general contractor, and then you have subcontractors that work under you, right? Well, the beauty of the $0 to $5 million playbooks is that it teaches you how and what are the steps you need to take to become a successful GC or general contractor. The second or third playbook that we have is a playbook for property managers. Now, I mentioned to you guys that I started my career as a property manager, and I could tell you some stories, okay? If I had time, I would start telling you stories about how many times I had to evict someone, which wasn't very many, because I made sure that I followed a checklist on what they needed to have before I could even put them in the property. So one of the things that I learned as a property manager is really how to manage people, because that's what it's all about, really. Yeah, you're going to make money. Yes, they're supposed to pay their rent, but really, you really want to learn how to manage people and manage relationships. So in our $0 to $5 million playbook for property managers, we teach you how to do that. Okay, exactly what you need to do to build relationships and manage people. Another one of our playbooks is around flooring. So one of the things that I did when I started doing construction services is that I had to determine which niche I was going to go after. We started out doing kitchen and bath remodeling. Then I just kind of made a decision to get into flooring. And so stained concrete, specifically epoxy flooring, decorative concrete. And so we created a playbook that tells an individual how to start that business in the flooring world, whether you want to do stained concrete, like I said, epoxy, if you want to do, regular floors. Because think about it, every property, whether it's a single family home or commercial, needs flooring. And if you understand how to go after that business and how to manage that business, how to work with your subcontractors, how to go after bids or contracts so that you can get that business, then you want to pick up one of these $0 to $5 million playbooks. We have all of the playbooks that you would need, easily accessible. They're on our website. You can simply go to 0 to 5million.com and you'll see a lot of different playbooks that we have that's ready for you to download and start learning. Easy, easy, easy breezy. Let me help you take your company from 0 to 5 million. So we just talked about how to go from 0 to $5 million, right? And we talked about all these playbooks that we have available for you to be able to simply download and get to work, right? If you're interested in flipping houses, if you are a property manager and you want to learn how to manage people, if you are a builder and you want to learn how to build houses from the ground up, okay, we have a playbook for you. If you want to learn how to do flooring, we have a playbook that is designed specifically for you. And I tell you a funny thing about flooring, and one of the reasons we kind of chose to specialize in flooring is because think about it. Everywhere that you walk, is flooring, whether it's laminate, whether it's hardwood flooring, whether it's epoxy flooring. Every unit or building needs flooring. So one of the things that we decided to do was put together a playbook that can teach you about the different types of flooring. And guess what? The biggest thing about this playbook is that we'll teach you how to go after flooring contracts, flooring jobs where you can make money and sub it out, right? Because you don't have to be the one to do the flooring work, but you have to find somebody that knows how to do it. And guess what? We've got a training program that is designed specifically to show you how to do just that. So join us at our next workshop at the $0 to $5 million playbooks, and we'll show you how to take your business from 0 to 5 million.